today again with a ball test to see which ball can topple the Jabulani from the throne. Hi and welcome to a new video. We're Freekicks and today we're doing a ball test. You asked for it. We've got the 24 latest balls from different brands, so no one has any reason to complain. Derby Star, Nike, Puma, Euro, Jako, you name it, we've got it all covered straight out of our own pocket. This is not a sponsored video, so of course it's our honest opinion. We will compare it with this curvy ball king, the Jabulani, which pretty much all of you know. And of course we'll also include the new M ball in the mix to find out which ball might potentially dethrone the Jabulani and claim the title as the new king of curveballs. We've got Tim here, Lord Moore, and of course Sebastian. You know him, he's the one who delivered some pretty insane free kicks in the game before. We'll play a couple of highlights. And the king of the knuckleball.
January, I really don't feel like dealing with these two knuckleball specialists, but...
What about me?
Yeah, okay.
We will test each ball individually, of course, also placing them in a ranking from extremely good to complete garbage. Evaluate, and in the end, there's a ball you can win. So keep watching, it's definitely worth it. It's going to be exciting and we're starting right now. The Derby Star is the official match ball of the first and second Bundesliga and has a price of 159 euros. It is composed of 32 panels and is still crafted by hand. The high number of panels should in fact guarantee a stable and predictable flight trajectory. Let's take a look now to see if that's the case.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was really looking forward to the Derby Star, but honestly, the way he strikes those balls, they're just absolutely brutal for a keeper. It slipped out of my hands one more time there.
Wow, awesome.
Wow, really cool. Go on, man, with that damn thing. I've seen that guy freaking fly, like, seriously, my God.
What are you saying so far?
That's the relatively well-known Derby Star. It's pretty consistent, does what it's supposed to do.
Wow.
Good.
Have the last one again.
So, if it looks so easy and relaxed with Tim and Sebastian, that doesn't mean the ball would necessarily flutter like that for every normal shooter. What it can naturally look like differently, you'll see when it's my turn. You've seen the shots, you're welcome to evaluate as well. What does Tim say? Let's start with him.
The typical match ball, you can make it flutter, but it's not exactly a ball that's specifically designed for free kicks or anything like that. One that really flutters a lot or behaves unpredictably.
If you've got the technique down, there are some balls, some shots where it actually works. But I think it's actually pretty difficult.
I agree. Like I said, it was especially clear with me, likely the shots as well. I haven't played with it that often yet. I thought it was just very, very stable. The ball doesn't behave like the Jabulani, which provided a slight extra push, making it flutter on its own accord. It completely prevents that, most likely because of its 32 panels. Because Tim and Sebastian shot so well, I would now, if we have our ranking, you know, it's Jabulani, I would probably place him somewhere between 3 and 4 in my personal list.
Between B and C.
As the guys mentioned, I could generally count on stable flight after that, but every now and then there was this deviation which really confused me quite frequently.
The official Euro 2024 match ball by Adidas is named Fußballliebe, which means love football. The ball costs 150 euros and at Adidas the 12 panels are thermally bonded together. This makes the surface seamless, which should allow the ball to fly even more stably.
Wow, that was absolutely incredible and completely blew me away. It totally exceeded all my expectations and left me completely speechless. I'm still in awe.
See, I used to be that nigga who's broke. Now we switch sides. Buy a nigga this shit. If you want to see some rich shit, I don't see no competition. Making magic in the kitchen.
There he is, look.
The Football Love, the official match ball of the Euro in Germany, definitely feels very solid and reliable.
Not great for floaters, but as a match ball, superb.
I also found it pretty tough. Honestly speaking, there were 2-3 decent balls, but overall it felt way more challenging to control than the Derby Star.
For me, it's the opposite. I've played with this one or its predecessor, the Oceans. For me, the balls work better than they do now with the Derby Star. That's why I might see the ranking slightly higher.
Compared to the Derby Star, it primarily emphasizes the up and down movement and doesn't quite achieve that desired sideways flutter motion, which is crucial for better control and precision throughout the gameplay.
I would rank it below the Derby Star.
Really? I'd say Derby Star 4, this one at 3. What's Jan say?
Yeah, you definitely performed better with that one, I have to say. I also thought the balls that fell down again towards the end were a bit more gross, but overall easier to judge.
I also have to say something. Right now I'm trying out the Miracle Bears. Let's see how it all turns out for me. Booster, and I'm testing it out to see if it's also beneficial for soccer players. The product is called Crank Olympia. To everyone who also wants to order it, so if I perform, then obviously only during those moments. Make sure to use code FK, which I'll display here, to get the maximum discount. Feel free to browse the shop at ESN. Much love for the partnership, as always. In that sense, quickly, live check ... Wow, it already smells amazing. Wow. It hits right away. If these things don't land in the corner now, then I just don't know. The Puma Orbiter one costs 125 euros and is the official mirror ball in Spain, Italy, and Portugal. The ball also consists of 12 panels, which are designed to improve flight behavior and provide more grip. Now we're going to put that to the test.
That would have been the shot of the day so far.
Yeah, for real. He even managed to come back down again after that.
That was good.
Somehow it also feels more solid than the Derby Star.
So somehow the Derby Star fluttered more.
Wow. I say I'm getting better and better with every single ball I've been playing with recently.
Whee! Nice one. Wow, dude, he's absolutely brutally floored. Man, he's just soaring sky high, no doubt.
Can't get any better than that.
Up
GoPro comes shooting in from the angle.
I don't know if I should be happy. The GoPro's probably done for.
At the start, it was a bit tricky because the ball doesn't really want to flutter properly, but as you keep going, you get into the rhythm, and then it flutters just as it should.
It also took me a little while to get used to it, and once I finally got the hang of it, everything worked out pretty smoothly and effortlessly. He just flies in super smoothly when you actually manage to pull it off right.
Yeah, I also think it's super dependent on technique. The worse I was at the Derby Star, the better it actually turned out with the Puma, you know? I know the predecessor too. Still, I felt like that ball had the most flutter characteristics out of the ones we've had so far, in my opinion. Therefore, I'd rank it the highest. I'd almost place it at a 2, at the very least a 2.
A bit more regular, not quite as bad as the first one. And for you, this is definitely your favorite so far, no doubt.
So far, yes. Curious what's next. Only gets better. All right, Sebastian, next ball.
Uhlsport.
Rather unknown, but it's still
Can become known.
just like Sebastian on the news program there.
ZDF.
ZDF Goal Show.
ZDF Sports Studio.
With a retail price of 70 euros, the most affordable ball from Uhlsport is called Match Add Glue. The 24 panels are stitched and then glued together, which is designed to create a perfectly round ball. Since the ball meets the official guidelines for a match ball, it receives the FIFA Quality Pro certification.
Wow. To goal lasso. Absolutely amazing. Incredible. I am the monster. Come on, he's got it now.
Nope, now he's coming. Do you know when Nakel is coming? Wow, okay, crap ball.
Didn't expect much, but somehow still ended up disappointed. We thought it could flutter pretty well, but the ball just shot straight up and never came back down. It was frustrating and didn't work at all, just completely off the mark. So far the worst ball, absolutely and definitely in my own opinion.
Yeah, the hardest one to deal with.
I think when you nail it perfectly and you've hit it just right once, and I also had a really solid one, it already looks absolutely brutal. For that, you've got far too many outliers that just shoot upward through the center and end up missing the mark entirely. So you can't consistently pull off good shots there, I thought.
I held him off, set the bar at Derby Steel level with my performance. You probably even set it a notch lower. Our shooting technique worked perfectly with the other balls, but it just doesn't work with this one, and the trend is therefore rather bad. Too bad. Sojin also wants to take a shot at the Miracle Bear immediately now too.
Dude, that's seriously intense. It even burns just slightly in the roof of your mouth.
There's pepper in it.
Hey, that's exactly what I need right now. Hey, I swear to you, I can really feel it already.
The Nike Flight match ball costs 139 euros and is the official match ball in England. Oops, didn't hit it in the middle, huh? Yeah, that's dead too. No spin, right? Number. The high precision and good flight characteristics of the ball are supposed to be based on the bonded 4-panel surface. Ouch. Additionally, the ACC structure is supposed to provide more grip. Ouch. Whether that's actually the case, you'll see now. Here comes Ant.
He was just dead, but
there you see Miracle Bear coming.
oh. What a beautiful thing. I have a shoe and I take this. Go, oh. At least it was fluttery.
Whoa. So awesome.
Nice one.
Nike Flight, the most stable basketball according to Nike.
For flutterballs, it's tricky. It flies relatively straight, and even with the right flutterball technique, it can sometimes be really difficult to actually make it flutter. Good for a game ball, but for YouTube videos, it's rather suboptimal and not the best choice.
Had a solid shot there. With that ball, maybe 1 out of 50 shots actually turns out halfway decent. I'd rank it pretty low down the list, honestly.
Drop shots. Honestly, I have to say, I really enjoyed it a lot. I'd place it right on the same level as the football love, so pretty much the honorary ball. So it's predictable, it flies as a drop shot when you hit it just right. But generally, maybe not as high as this Puma one. Still, I'd rate it higher than, for example, the Derby Star, and perhaps even bring it a bit closer to the level of the Aaron ball. And we move on to the last ball. Oh, let's now make our way to the final car.
Yeah, you can tell right away.
The Jacobus C playing ball costs 100 euros and has 14 pendulums. These are also glued, which is supposed to make the ball particularly round. What's noticeable is that the ball has a very soft outer layer, making it comfortable for shooting. Whether that positively affects the flight behavior, you'll see now.
Oh, too bad.
In my opinion, it's a truly excellent ball, and I've been familiar with it for quite some time now. I was able to shoot most consistently with the ball, meaning I had very few outliers or mishits that truly veered off track. I'd rank it as the very best, but it still doesn't quite measure up to the Jabulani, in my opinion.
When it comes to ranking, I'm with Sebastian on that one. Definitely a good ball, especially for Knuckleballs. Auch für Leute, die das Ganze wirklich üben wollen, denn der Ball flattert relativ viel und selbst wenn man die Technik vielleicht nicht komplett zu 100% beherrscht, they can still achieve solid results quite effectively. And particularly in terms of the construction, there are relatively few panels and the surface is smooth, which means the ball can flutter quite a bit more often. It's quite similar to the Jabulani or even to that Puma ball we tested earlier, the red-orange one that La Liga once used as their match ball, which also had a significant amount of flutter to it. So all in all, it's definitely a really great ball for free kicks, especially if you're aiming to take knuckle shots with it.
From a goalkeeper's perspective, by far the nastiest one that was tested today. Most fluttered, hit the post the most. Maybe it even ended up lacking the most strength during the final moments, which was pretty noticeable. But overall, a very, very cool ball for knuckleballs. You know what I'm talking about?
We're now coming to the final decision. I think 3 hours of free kick testing. We've tested all the balls. Of course, you have to say that maybe the power was lacking a bit at the end. You can see that in the shots.
My favorite here is the Jakob. Like I said, I consistently shot well with it, even though the power has diminished. Out of all the balls, this one is my favorite.
So I have to say I actually have two favorites. Firstly, the Jakob ball, for the reasons Sebastian already mentioned. But on the other hand, there's also the Derby Star ball, even though it's a match ball, which when applied with the proper technique can also flutter a great deal. Thanks, Jan. Which can really produce great shots. And for me, it's similar to Sebastian's situation. So we train with the ball and also play with it regularly. That's why I think I've developed a slightly better sense for how the ball can actually move through the air. And yet, nothing really comes close to the Jabulani.
I liked the Puma ball the most at first. Really cool, it flutters when you've got the proper technique. And then, of course, the Jako. The downside of the Jako, in my opinion, is that when you shoot from further away, I feel like it quickly loses power. So you have to have good technique. There's a lot of force behind it, making sure the balls still reach the goal well. But I have to agree, the Jabulani is still the ultimate king. Those swerving balls are unmatched.
Yeah, I'm totally on board with that. I'm really glad nothing even comes close to Jabilani. As I said, Jakob was the most similar. Of course, I like the balls that fly in the most consistent way. Sure, there were a few knuckleballs as well, but they're still relatively straightforward for us goalkeepers to anticipate and handle confidently. The others are just downright nasty, and I'm really not a fan of them at all.
All of you who have watched up to this point, feel free to go ahead and leave a comment. Let us know which ball you like the best, which shot or anything else. Feel free to share your thoughts and of course make sure to mention the ball you like the most. We'll pick one lucky winner and raffle off the ball to you, so don't miss out on your chance to take it home with you. Feel free to also include your Instagram handle so we can reach out to you. Stay sporty.
Stay healthy, take good care now, and see you next time.